Our first visit out of our hotel in Tel Aviv was to the Shimon Center for Peace and Innovation, located a few miles away on the coast of neighboring town of Jaffa, overlooking the Mediterranean. The sun was shining and the weather was perfect, Mediterranean or Southern Californian, with cool, dry and fresh air. Our bus drove along the city's boardwalk. This 14-kilometer coastline is packed with bike paths and walkways, wooden amphitheater seating overlooking beach, volleyball nets, playgrounds, exercise equipment, and comfortable cafes. We arrived at the center after a short drive of about half an hour from Tel Aviv. Perched on a hill slope overlooking the coastline of Jaffa, the Perez Center for Peace and Innovation is a unique institution. It was founded in 1996 by former Israeli Prime Minister and President Shimon Peres, who shared a Nobel Peace Prize with Yasser Arafat of Palestinian Authority. The institution's original goal was promoting peace in the region as a non-political, non-governmental organization aimed to further Peres's vision of peace and coexistence in the Middle East. In 2006, however, the institution changed its name to add a focus on Israeli innovation. As a start, we were given a very informative presentation on Sharaka as an NGO formed to promote the objectives of Abrahamic Accord between Israel and some Arab states.
The discussion about, because it's not just about going through and then moving on to the next experience. You wanted to stop, have an actual discussion with some people who are really helping to build the future, utilizing the legacy and the vision of Shimon Peres. So we have two people who are going to help to begin and facilitate a conversation. We have Yardena from the Perez Center. I sent you her bio, so I'm not going to try to recreate it. So I know we've all had hopefully had the chance to review it. But more importantly, as I said about yesterday, if you haven't had a chance to review the bio, after you hear her speak, you'll have a much better understanding than what the bio said. And then after that, you will also hear from Dr. Nir Baums. Dr. Baums is a before I moved to Israel, I was already familiar with him from some friends of mine who are Persian. And now I've gotten to know Nir even more so, as he is a serious, significant advisor to Sharaka, works on a lot of Israeli, Arab, Muslim interaction, and is really changing the world. And both of these individuals are representing organizations that really are changing.
At the end of the session, Anila presented to Dr. Neilbaum two books written by her father, who was a well-known journalist and a diplomat of Pakistan. Upon completion of our meeting, the group stepped out on the terrace for a photo session with the backdrop of the beautiful Mediterranean Sea. We watched some amazing presentations on technological innovations. They used interactive stations, holograms and VR as some of the means to make their remarkable presentations. It became quite evident that Israel has achieved enormous progress in technological fields, especially agriculture and irrigation technology and IT, which can be shared in the entire region to the great benefit of nations. Adjacent to the Perez Center complex lies the old Muslim cemetery of Gavit Aliyah, which overlooks the Mediterranean Sea.
So we can do what happened. Very nice
To enjoy the beautiful weather and the Mediterranean coastline of Jaffa, we stayed out on the terrace, taking photographs and simply enjoying the sunshine and cool air.
Sorry? No, I said it's a private location.
Shocking.
As we came out for our photo session, we heard a beautiful rendition of Azan from a nearby mosque. We heard Azan in several places during our visit to Israel, which is not only respected but represents a symbol of peaceful coexistence of Abrahamic religions.
Come on in.
What are you doing?
No, I'm going to take my video.
Are you
from
sure?
here. Yep. Okay.
I want like 10 phones.
So Ellie, I'm gonna take 2 pictures. One, you'll take 2 pictures, one with me and one without. Whatever you want. Right.
Yeah, that's in America we talk about food.
As a very pleasant ending to our very interesting and informative tour of the Peace Center, we were treated to lunch in a local restaurant serving delicious Arab-Israeli cuisine.